Yes, everyone, Ohio gozaimasu. Another video here from the Tokyo real estate man. And today's video, ooh, that one looks good, man. Ooh, oishitojo. Oh, that's a nice ramen. Today's video today is coming to you from a place called Choshi Chiba, which is really, I guess, really on the Pacific side of Japan in Chiba, and right near Ibaraki. And I came here on Instagram to find some photos, and it's really picturesque beaches in this area. I used to work in the Japanese wedding business for about 15 years, and I used to come here to this hotel in Ibaraki here, along this shoreline, on a place called Inubosaki, and I just know this place pretty well from working in the wedding business. There you see some of the beach there, and I thought that we could look. There's some really really cheap houses here in this area. Look at this beautiful cove right here. No beautiful girls here in pictures on the Instagram today. Uh, but it's just a very very beautiful place here, and I thought we could look at the market here and look at some of these pictures. I think this was the sort of, well, I looked through the pictures right here, and this was kind of the best one I thought that really explained the geography of the area. And uh, what you have is, you see the sea cliffs here, and you come onto the plateau of Chiba, away from the ocean right there. And this kind of really explains it well. There's a lot of properties that are here on the top of the escarpment, and you have a beautiful coastline down here. And this market is really interesting. It's full of really a lot of really cheap stuff, a really lot of good bargains, and it's as well, I was just checking here on my phone, and the proximity. I kind of knew this. That's why I thought it would be an interesting one. The proximity of this place, Inobosaki, to Tokyo, is a very good one, and it has it because it's on the Sobu line, which is the yellow Chuo line, and it's the last station on the Sobu line. And it's also on the Narita line that goes to Narita Airport. So we'll look here at the map. We can hear. I don't think there's any other really good useful photos for us to look at here. But these, I guess those are sunflower seeds. They keep coming up. There's a beautiful picture of the coastline there too. Here you'd see in Chiba as well. Anyhow, that gets you an idea of what it is right here. And then we'll cut to the map, and I will not forget to share my tab. And this is the peninsula. On this side here is, if you fans of this channel, I might add, we had a little spike up to 182 subscribers. Uh, we did that one video on some of these beach houses here in Ibaraki. On this side of the river here is Ibaraki, and on this side here is Chiba. And I've opened up a bunch of listings here because there's a lot of stuff at all kinds of prices here for really cheap. This was one here for 39 or 390 mon. This was the best one I could find really, and this was going for 590 mon, or basically 600 mon right there. But there's all kinds of market like sources of market supply right here. Everything you see here is cheap. This one yellow dot, I did fire this up, and this was a sort of a commercial building that, and as well as a house, so it's sort of a two-way mullet. Uh, it wasn't all that attractive. It looked like to be like a failed business, and it was going for 7,000 mon. Excuse me. Okay, let's. We'll I'll go through briefly here different sort of price points here. We'll look at several listings, and I'll come back to the main one. Okay, anyway, and this is going to be very challenging for me not to forget to share my tab. Okay, this was one of the better listings I saw. It seems to me like this one price level here around 500 mon is where the product gets really. You could just move in. It's an older house, but you can move in, and everything is ready. This was the next one. This was the best one I found. This one was going for 590, like I said, or 600 mon. This is a very nice house. We'll come back to this one, but I just wanted to show you the breadth of prices that are in this marketplace. This was a place for 1,200 mon. It sits on 500 meters of land, and I think the house itself was 200. And this is it. It had a containment wall, and it just has much more land on this one. We can go through the pictures quickly. I was just trying to like isolate this to the cheaper stuff in the market, but as you go up, the product is nicer, but it isn't totally like out of range, and to like you see so many, lots of storage. You can see right there is propane. All this stuff, there's not going to have natural gas. It'll be propane here, and all the houses will be here in propane. But again, like I mentioned in other videos, propane is a commercial business in Japan, and most of Japan would be on propane anyway. And you can see it's a very nice house inside. So very, just very, very nice. And I like that containment wall it has. And you can see it's probably built in the 1990s here, just by the windows right there. This window technology I've mentioned in other videos improves in Japan in the 1990s, particularly. It's really interesting how that happens. Very nice. I just love that. I love that. I could just be happy in a green tub. I love it. I love an off-color tub and toilets everywhere like that. And really big house. I guess we could cut down here, look at some of the details in the listing. I might have got some of the size of it. All the systems are working, as I mentioned right there. You'll see that's propane gas right there. And here, I always say to you that you shouldn't be learning hiragana and katakana, but I just meant to say that you should be learning that's hiragana, right, or katakana. Excuse me. You should be learning it together with kanji. All these, like in this one here, these are all very basic kanjis. You can get it down. Don't only learn hiragana and katakana at first. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. What is it? 143 meters of internal space in the building, and I was wrong. It's 200 meters of land, and I was right. Built in 1990. Shoryuken has parking. Yeah, so this is a very good. I went to a. This was the beach that is really near this property, and I thought it was just stunning. By the way, as done by Google Maps right here, and this is right. This is not it's not right in front of the. I think it's about 10-minute walk away from the house itself. But that gives you an idea of what the beaches are like here in Chiba. However, there was some other like further down the market sort of samples. Here was one for 250 mon right here. But when you're getting into this price level, you're looking at having to do a lot of work to bring it up to sort of a present 2025. Now we're in 2025, 2025 standard. But again, this house, you see, there's not a terrible house inside though. Looks to be that there's some leak involved there. And I would say that you don't want to get involved with this because there's so much other supply here in the marketplace. You can just get something a little bit nicer where you don't have to have any headaches. That's my angle on it. And like, I don't think this is really going to sell. It's too much of it's too crappy because there's too much supply. If it was a tighter supply, maybe I'd say it'd be worth it. Anyhow, I still have another sample in the market though. That's even further down than this one, and that one is right here. And I'm doing a pretty good job of not forgetting to share my tab. This is 120 mon. But you know what? I looked at it and I really like this front picture because you got some cute flowers. For me, I love flowers. And I wonder what is that? $8,000? It's $8,000. I mean, can you go wrong? You just can't go wrong with it. And it actually doesn't look all that bad. Looks to be like 1980 windows right there, and there's a parking spot right there. There's the can you flip through these pictures right here? I think there was a point, one of the rooms where it needed a lot of construction. That there too. There's a kitchen, everything there. But yeah, this is you could just see the quality of it. It's just been really kind of abused over the years compared to the other ones and not really updated. However, it's really cheap, $8,000. What do you want? That's what they call a washiki right there. However, it's really good that some people actually think that this kind of going to the bathroom in this style of toilet is healthier because it actually just opens up your rectum better. So this up and down. Some people don't want to change it because they grew up with that washiki toilet in Japan. Anyhow, that's that one for 120 right there. Uh, ownership, everything like that. I guess I'm doubling through some of these pictures right here. Anyhow, that was the very bottom end of the market. There might be some stuff even below that end of it, but it is an option right there. I wanted to come back here and look at the sort of main listing. And this was the best sample I saw in the market again for 550. And you can see it's a good neighbor. Like that might be the realtor's car. That's probably the realtor's car. He's there taking his pictures right there. But there's this car right there, and you can see this is for sale. And it'll probably say, I don't got my glasses on, but it'll say like Buken Humbai. But I thought this house looked pretty good. So go to the pictures right here. It's not like it's been updated. You can see the kitchen's been updated. You have flooring here on the main floor. House looks to be built in the 1990s, judging from the windows and stuff like that. Ample storage. Very, very nice house. So if you took care of this house, you'd be able to sell it for sure. And what's this going to be like 40,000 US dollars? Can you and you're right by the beach? Oh, I love it. And you're also access to Narita Airport, access to Tokyo on the Soba line. Soba line goes directly through Shinjuku, if you didn't know. Okay. And that again is the yellow line. Yeah, it's a pretty straight house, man. It's a pretty good deal, I think. and it has parking, it has a balcony upstairs, and then there you go. There's everything is. This will be the grocery store, Kasumi, right there. And yeah, we can go down to some of the other information here in the listing itself. And 590 mon or 600 mon. Okay, da 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 da. Anything else there? All the systems there are working. Of course, I mentioned there's propane gas, Joshuido, and this just basically means there's like water and a sewer attached to the house and stuff like that. Where is it going to say here? Marina Made, Nakachoshi Marina Made. There's some details about like they're saying that some of the appeal points or the appealing points of it. It'd be a second. It's a really nice one to have a second house. There's a space for one car, and says Choshi Marina Made is 1.7 kilometers. That's some local and right now it's an Akia Jokyo Akia, so you can easily take first sort of possession of it like that. Anyhow, the land on the house is 115 meters, but the internal space of the building is 85 meters. Call it 900 square foot. When do we have here? Built, I guess, built Chiku Sanju no, 30 years ago, so 1995. Oh, I was right about that. Show you can. Okay, you have parking. So yeah, just remember when you have parking, and already the realtors here, the listing realtors here are mentioning it, right? That's a really important factor for people who want a second house, because if they're leaving Tokyo to come here to Choshu, which is a very nice idea, you know what they're going to come by? They're going to come by their car. They're going to want to stop on the way, pick stuff up, and it's just going to work that way. So it just has all the options. We'll come up here to the map, and I actually did find it earlier in the pre-video. In the pre-video, I actually found the house. Sometimes I worry. I come to these pictures and I can't find it. And I thought it looked pretty nice, and you can see the character of the neighborhood again. It's a very nice one. Oh no, the dangerous part is like when I move this map, we might actually go off it. Yeah, this is a very nice house, and you can see it's interspersed with something that was. This was probably from the 1990s, and this is probably from the late 1960s or the 1970s. You can see it's a very nice neighborhood though. It's just exactly what you'd expect right there. You can expect. I could just imagine it. Okay. Anyway, we'll cut back here to the actual map itself, so you can see where this particular house is, and there it is. We'll have to back up here a little bit right there. And this is going to be, I did a thing for the grocery store, and it's 1.3 kilometers away. It's a really good distance. Anywhere in here, I think this is going to be Choshi Station right there. And as I mentioned, that's going to have access to Tokyo through the Sobu line. And access to the Narita airport to the Narita line. So that's where your placement is in relation to Tokyo right there. There's Kashiwa, which is kind of one of the main centers in Chiba. There, you could say that Chiba here and Kashiwa is kind of a main center in northern Chiba. So you're here on the very edge of Chiba, but you still have really great access to Tokyo through the Sobu line. And you see right there is Narita Airport. So a lot of this stuff is really good too. I like it. This is like amazing the supply that you have out here for so cheap. Amazing. And yeah, we can take this Google Maps golden guy, as I always call him, and we'll try to stick him onto a point here, down here by the beaches down here, so you can have an idea of the beautiful beaches here in Chiba. And yeah, this is when I first came here to work in the wedding business. I was actually I just couldn't believe it. I was moved by the beauty of the beaches and everything like that. So it's just a really great price, a really good location in relation to Tokyo. It stays. I always talk about the band that goes from this area of like near Ibaraki or Shoshi, Chiba, all the way through Kobe in the south is the best sort of area that you want to involve yourself in Japanese real estate, because that's where the economics is the strongest. And here, looking here, coming back here to this marketplace here, you see there's lots of choice. Okay, there's lots and lots of cheap stuff out here, but you also have really good access to like urban systems of Chiba and stuff like that, including the train and stuff like that. And you have a parking spot for your car. And notice here there was an Eon Mall right here, which is a great Eon. If you didn't know, is a great Japanese sort of company. And I mean, you can say that the Eon Mall almost is what kills the shopping street in Japan because of its success. Because what happens? These people transition from going to town to going to this mall. And what Eon does is they offer great parking for people so they can easily take their car to this mall, pick their stuff up, do all kinds of shopping in a very clean environment, and then go back. Anyway, Another video here from the Tokyo real estate man. I guess we should end here on the pictures of this house, and I thought was a very good one. And we'll go through them quickly again. That's it right there. It's not the Taj Mahal, as I always say in the other videos. One of my lines, my well, is not the Taj Mahal, but it's a very good house. And I should think that if you took care of this, you'd have a U-turn ability on it, in that you could sell it. Now, if you ever want to, if you are truly interested in a property in Japan, oh, that one came up again. You can always come here to my Instagram, the Tokyo Real Estate Man, and DM me there. I have many years of many years of photos here on this Instagram where you can vet me out, as well as on the YouTube channel. I have many years of YouTube videos. Even when I wasn't good at making videos, but I still would make them. Failing that, I also have a website here, the Tokyo Real Estate Man website. I invite you to come here. I'm not always convinced this contact box is working. So what I have done here at the very top of the page, you can see my contact details right there. Anyway, always a pleasure to make videos here on this channel. I really actually enjoy it. Another video here from the Tokyo Real Estate Man, giving you the straight goods today from Choshi Chiba. 言いづらいね。この動画で終わりです。ありがとうございます。